Hey, this is Paulina on the Finnish Path. Welcome to my weekly reading, Good Advice for the Week to Come. And yesterday it was midwinter solstice, and I did a year to come reading yesterday. I'm gonna post that sometime next week. But now, as always, we are going to do a reading for next week. It is Sunday now, so we are going to read for Christmas Eve, that's Monday, all the way through to the 30th of December, that's Sunday. So the last complete week in December and in 2018. So really exciting. And as always, I am using my Pam's Vintage Tarot deck. And you can find out more about this deck in my blog. I made an interview with this deck earlier on, and the author of the deck is Irene from My Lucky Card, and you can find a link to her and to the web shop where I bought this deck in that interview blog post. So check it out if you're interested in this deck. But now I'm going to tilt the camera down so that you can see the table in front of me and you can see me do my draw. Just a moment. Here we go. Here is my deck. Okay. I have already pre-shuffled my deck, so we don't have to do this for a very long time. But I will be drawing 3 cards for next week. The first one will be stop, what we need to stop doing next week. And then the second one is start, what we need to start doing next week. And the third card is continue, what we need to continue doing next week. That's something we have started earlier and we need to continue with it. Okay, I think we are all set. Here we go. So, first card is stop. Right, this is 2 of Swords. And then start. Ah, lovely. This is Major Arcana card, the Sun. And then continue. Ah, okay. This is Ace of Pentacles. Right. Looking good. There we are. I'll lift the cards up so that you can see them better. Right, now we have 1 Major Arcana card, and Major Arcana cards are always major thing. So this is going to be really important. And then we have 2 pips. We have the Swords, which is thought and intellect. And then we have Pentacles, which is everyday life. It's home and work and money and physical health, things like that. And both these pips are very small. This is 1 and this is 2. So very early on the sequence between 1 and 10. Okay, let's look at the cards individually. Here we go. 2 of Swords. Number 2 is about unions. It's also about dualism, if you like, separation between 2 things. It's often about choice, choosing things. And looking at this picture, this is the Swords. So we are in the realm of the head. We are in thought processes here. And looking at the picture, There is a person with a blindfold. So usually this card talks about making a choice, but it has to be a kind of leap of faith. The choice has to be made blind. You don't know what is going to happen. You just have to kind of trust it. But we have this card in the stop position. So we are being told we need to stop doing this. We already know about a lot of things in our lives. We know what our choices are, and we can also kind of deduct what will happen if I choose this. So we don't actually need to make blind choices right now. We need to, sorry, we need to use our head when we do choose between things, between actions, between different paths. So it is not about taking a leap of faith, not right now. And we need to stop kind of randomly choosing. We need to make conscious decisions right now. And of course, there is never any way of knowing how things will eventually turn out. I mean, that's life. Anything can happen. But still, we can't just randomly throw the dice and then, go that way. Well, we can, but that is not beneficial for us right now. We need to choose between options that are actually known to us. Conscious decisions is what we need to do next week. And whatever we choose, we need to be conscious about it. We need to accept that, okay, I know that if I make this decision, then this is going to follow, and I accept that. Okay, that's taking responsibility for your own actions and decisions. Right. Then start the Sun, the major arcana card, the Sun. Sun is all manner of wonderful things. Sun is shining, it's warm, it's summer, it's wonderful, family and happiness and joy and all that. All that is in this card. This is a card of joy. But that's not all that it is. It is also, well, thinking about the sun illuminates, it reveals everything. When the sun is shining, you can see things even if they are in the shadows. So everything is revealed. And this card, we have this card in the start position. So what we need to do is start using our eyes, start seeing things for what they really are. We are not being deceived. What we see is really there. So we need to start trusting our own eyes and our own perception. That links very nicely to this card, in fact, because the choices we see are real. We are not being deceived by our eyes or anyone else. We have clear vision, and we need to trust that next week. Okay. And then continue. This is nice. Ace of Pentacles. Now, the element of Pentacles is earth. So whenever I see this card, I start thinking about seeds, seeds that have been planted and are now growing. Like looking down here, there's a garden here. So this is things we have started earlier, plans we have started. We need to continue looking for new ways. We have been told for the last couple of weeks to stop starting new things. Well, we did. Now it is time to continue looking around for new seeds. But also, we need to tend to the seeds we have already sown. We need to continue doing that. Continue tending the plants that are already growing in our life. Yes. Yeah, that's right. It is time to start planting new seeds now. And since we were told to stop doing that, we already have found new things that we are interested in. Now it is the time to continue cultivating these new ideas, new ventures, new plants, new seeds. Right. Okay, I'll tilt the camera up. Here we are. Hello. Okay. And the cards we got were stop, start, and continue. I'm really intrigued by this card because this is totally opposite of what we have been told for the last few weeks. We were told to stop and, concentrate on what we have already achieved. And we were told to finalize things we have already started and to stop sowing new seeds, stop starting new things. Well, we did, I hope. And apparently that was good. And now we can plow on. Now we can start. We can start with the new seeds again. Now it is time to start plowing the field for next year, for new ventures. Yeah. And these are not going to be whole new ideas. These are things we have already thought of earlier, but we have put on a back burner because we were told to do so. Now we can return to these new ideas we thought of way back, and we can start cultivating them. All right. And we need to be conscious of our own actions. We need to take responsibility for our own decisions, because we do have all the facts. I'm sorry, I hope you don't have a terrible glare from the lamp. Okay, so no need for blind decisions anymore. We have the facts. We need to trust our eyes and our own perception and also our own judgment. Yeah. So if our head tells us that this is a good idea, then let's go forward and see what happens. Yeah, this is kind of a go for it spread now for next week. Okay. It seems to me that we have been able to finalize our unfinished business. So now we can go forward. We can continue on our path, perhaps find a new path. Wouldn't that be exciting? Okay, what do you think? Please do comment. Would be nice to hear who is here. I'm happy about this reading, actually. It's not, well, it's not nice if you have to kind of stop yourself from, if you get excited about something and then you are being told to hold your horses and finalize the old things and don't charge ahead. But we did, apparently. Good for us. Okay, cool. I will write this reading down, as I always do. I will write it down in my blog. And if you want to follow this series, all the other series I have going on in my blog, all you have to do is enter your email address and you will be notified every time I post something new. Or if you prefer watching videos, then you can subscribe to my YouTube channel. It will be really easy for you to do that. There will be a small logo by the end of this video that appears on the lower right hand side corner of the video. And if you click that, it will be really easy for you to subscribe. Also, this reading is something I do for my querents, my clients. So if you have an issue in your life, any situation where you feel that you might benefit from this kind of advice, you can find this reading, Stop, Start, Continue reading in my web shop, and you can order it through there. But for now, thank you for watching and have a wonderful last week of 2018. And I will see you next week. Okay? Hey, hey.